First of all, a massive thank you to the people of South Australia for abiding by the restrictions that have been put in place. I'm very grateful that we moved to a lockdown situation in South Australia at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. I think if we had have left this for a further 12 or 24 hours, we would be in a very different situation at the moment. I'm still extraordinarily hopeful that we have been able to stop this the spread of this disease. Hopefully over this 7-day lockdown period we can stop it dead in its tracks, but that will only happen with the continued cooperation of all South Australians. But the good news is that we've had great cooperation in our first 24 hours of the lockdown. We've had great testing, and we know that there have been some extraordinary frustrations with that testing. We've seen a massive increase in the capacity of SA pathology, and I expect that to continue again in terms of an increased capacity today. In terms of the count today, there are 2 new cases to report, and they're linked to the Tenafeate Creek winery, and Professor Nicholas Spurrier will go through that with you soon. A brother and sister in their 20s who attended the Tenafeate Creek winery on the weekend. So just 2 new cases, and of course I'm cautiously optimistic, but a huge number of results that have come in over the last 24 hours, and that's what our report is to you today. But we're not out of the woods yet. There's still a huge number of test results to come in. A huge number of people who are in quarantine, directed quarantine at the moment, and of course our primary goal is to slow and stop the spread of this disease as quickly as we can. We're also very concerned about mental health and well-being at the moment. Can I say that we know that there are increased anxieties right across South Australia with greater levels of isolation, as well as anxieties just generally about the coronavirus. And what I can say is there are just so many different ways that people can help, looking after friends and relatives, staying in contact with them, making sure that you get some exercise, eat healthy meals, and look out for your friends and stay in contact with them as you can. We also provide some good support lines, and again there are plenty of these, but I'll highlight 2 of them for you today. The SA COVID-19 Mental Health Support Line, 1800 632 753. That's 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, 7 days per week. Also highlight Beyond Blue's Coronavirus Mental Wellbeing Support Service, 1800 512 348. So in addition to that, of course, we have our own services within SA Health, and our urgent mental health care centre is going to be fully operational during this period of time. Again, a massive thank you to everybody in South Australia who is doing the right thing, abiding those restrictions. Just 2 new cases to report today. We will have further updates if the situation significantly deteriorates like we did yesterday, but I'm hopeful that we will be able to just move to this once daily reporting going forward.